Hey everybody, the Long Shot Signatures here. This is episode 92 of my 2023 TTM returns. I have 3 successes to share with you all to start this week. First one is a football return. This is a 1-of-1 success in 20 days from former NFL tight end Luther Broughton. Every once in a while, I will go through and send out these 2000 Pacific cards for any names that I can find. Get those signed, and Luther was one of the names that came up. Hadn't heard of him before. He didn't play very long in the NFL. I want to say that he was drafted by the Eagles, then traded to the Panthers, then traded back to the Eagles, was let go, and then signed with the Panthers and ended his career there. So I think he only played like 4 or 5 seasons. So not a super long career, but kind of crazy how he bounced back and forth between those two teams. So that's kind of cool there. But not mostly a depth player, depth tight end. So it was kind of surprising to see that he had any trading cards, but I had one, so figured might as well send that to get signed. Then we have a college softball coaching return. This is a 2-of-2 success coming back in 147 days from Utah Utes softball coach Amy Hogue. So she signed on the back of the photos. She wrote "Thanks for the letter, go Utes" on that one, and then just simply "Go Utes" on this. Hogue has been involved with the Utah softball program for some time. She was a player there, was part of 2 Women's College World Series teams as a player, and then as a freshman, she broke the record, and I believe she still holds it. I don't know if this is across baseball and softball or just softball, but broke the record for most at-bats in a single game with 14 in the longest ever Division I softball game in history. So that's pretty crazy to go through the lineup that much. And I still don't fully understand how the softball rules work, but I know that they'll end a game early. If a team scores too high, I think it's like a mercy rule kind of thing. So it's absolutely crazy that a game would have stayed tied that long for them to go through the batting order 14 times, I guess. If that's how it went down. I don't know exactly. I didn't look up the box score. But regardless, super cool feat there to have. And then she is now the head coach for the team, took over in 2008, and this year she led them to her first Women's College World Series appearance as a coach. So that brings me now to 7 of 8 coaches that coached in the College World Series for softball this year. Last one here is a college basketball and WNBA coaching return. This is a 2-of-2 success coming back in 61 days from Seattle Storm assistant coach Pokey Chapman. So she coached the Chicago Sky and Indiana Fever as the head coach and GM in the WNBA. She took the Sky to a WNBA finals appearance where they lost, and coached there for several years, and then after being let go there, coached for the Fever for 3 more seasons before she was let go. And before all of that, she was a very promising women's basketball head coach in college, coaching for LSU. So she started her career as an interim when Sue Gunter, I think is her name, left the team due to health reasons, and then it became very apparent that she wasn't going to be able to come back. But Sue did not retire until the end of the season. So LSU and the NCAA credits all the 16 or 17 games that Pokey coached to Sue, but she and Chapman ended up leading the team to their first Final Four appearance, I think, in program history, and then continued that with 2 official Final Four appearances on her own record over the next 2 seasons. And then in her 3rd full season as head coach, they were doing really, really well again, made it to the tournament, one of the favorites, and she was forced to resign from the team after inappropriate behavior with one of her players. if I remember correctly. So she was let go, resigned, and the team under an interim coach made it to another Final Four appearance. So LSU was pretty good women's basketball for a while, and they just won their first college basketball championship. But a really, really promising head coach. I think she went 90-14 at the college ranks with 2 Final Four appearances and 1 Naismith Coach of the Year award. But just unfortunately, made some bad decisions. Ended up getting let go from the team for what she did. But she's been involved in coaching for a long time. Probably not a Hall of Famer by any means, but very, very well known for all of her accomplishments. So that is it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.